Hello and welcome, I am your host Tyrant, and today we've got a build video. Yes, it's been a while since we had one, and today we're going to be making the bottle city of Kandor. Let's get started. So jumping right into the build, I 3D modeled the city and then moved on to the base. I made sure to make the cutout that would fit the acrylic dome that I had already pre-purchased. After the modeling, I moved on to the printing process. Now I'm going to use a white or yellowish resin to print the main city. After the printing process, I'll move on to the cleaning. I'll use a toothbrush to remove any of the uncured resin so none of the details are lost. Then I'll put it in the UV chamber to cure the print. This will harden the print so that it's ready to be painted, sanded, or whatever else I need. This is the dome that I had pre-bought, so I made sure when I modeled my city that it would fit within this size. I'll move on now to some resin pouring. I'll mix up some resin and then I'll move on to the mold. Now to get the mold ready, I'll use some aluminum powder. This is so that when the resin is poured in, it doesn't create any air bubbles on the surface. Then I'll put some more aluminum powder inside the resin and slowly pour it in. After that, I'll wait about 12 hours for the resin to cure and move on to the demolding process. Now it's demolded, I'll throw it onto the lathe, and what I'm going to do is I'll machine a small groove. This is so that the city can sit flush inside of the base. Then I'll grab a little bit of steel wool and start to shine up the resin. This is so that it has a nice metallic sheen in the right lighting conditions. As you can see, the city fits pretty well. Now I'm going to move on to sanding the base. I want it to sit flat, so I'm going to remove any of the high spots from the resin pouring. I'll simply use a little bit of sandpaper. Now we're going to move on to actually painting the city. Now, for the shadows on the city, it has a very unique pink color. So I'll mix up some paint and then start adding it in very slowly and carefully. After I've finished the painting process, or at least where I'm happy with it, I'll move on to a gloss coat of paint. This is to seal the entire print. Then I'll add in some more color anywhere that it's needed. This is just a little bit of a before and after, what the raw print looks like versus the finished city. Now I'm going to move on to a little bit of an assembly process. I'll use some superglue to adhere the city to the base permanently. Then for the acrylic topper, I'll use some specific glue. This glue doesn't have any discoloration, so when it dries, it should dry perfectly clear and not discolor the plastic at all. Perfect for this sort of application. So you made it to the end of the video. So here is the bottle city, and it looks really good, especially since I think the official replica is $1,200 or something crazy. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in another video. Have a good one, guys.